Good morning, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Trading Bitcoin with King. Just want to get the financials out of the way. This is not financial advice. Please do your due diligence before making any decisions based on this information. So, guys, let's get back into it. I do have the chat open as well. If you guys got something to say, I will start it off by getting a hello out there. So let's jump right into it. I'm starting today with EOS. I've been watching the EOS chart for a few days. I told you guys I've been watching a few alts. Just trying to get caught back up on the trend and you know what's been happening. So for the last few days, that's kind of what I've been doing, is watching EOS. I've been watching Ether. Been watching pretty much all the BitMEX coins, and it seems they're all kind of in the same place. I feel like I got caught up on a few of them, so a few of them I made a call on today. So we'll go ahead and get started with them. So here's this is EOS. EOS is in this channel here. It seems to have been playing out pretty good. Last night I checked it out. It was down here, and I marked these on here last night before I went to bed. That was kind of the area that I wanted to. It was down here last night, and I decided that this was my short area, is where I kind of wanted it to get back to. Overnight it fell and came back to there. So I've shorted EOS. I added a short. I don't remember the exact entry, but I can tell you. I shorted at 86.28 is where I shorted it at. And it is actually in the process of falling. So just keep an eye on that. Again, that's what I did. So I got in about here area, somewhere in here. So watch this. I expect this to at least come down and test the bottom of this channel. That's my target. I'll be selling at the 7,600 area. So just keep that in mind. I may hold it just to see if it breaks down. If it does, then I'll just hold on to it. But we'll reevaluate it once we get back down there. So anyway, that's kind of the idea I have behind EOS. So watch that. Very, very strong possibility we see the 7,600 area. So now let's jump over to Ether. I've been paying some attention to Ether, and again, Ether, it kind of seems that we're all in the same channel here. Ether fell a lot harder and faster than Bitcoin did. Yesterday I posted a chart in the chat. Ether was up here still fighting this MA. I talked about shorting it. I didn't know what was going to happen. Once it broke, it fell. And so it felt pretty good. So now the next key here with Ether is let's see what it does down here at this bottom trend. Let's see if it holds the 2.36 or 0.236 level. If it breaks this level, I'm shorting it. Just keep that in mind. If it breaks right here, we're going to go ahead and short it. And honestly, if I can see another candle or two close beneath this bottom trend here of the channel, then I'll go ahead and short it. There's a strong possibility that with BTC ready to go ahead and fall off a cliff as well, here's Bitcoin. We talked about this for a few days now. I mean, I totally seen this coming. I don't think it's nowhere near done yet. This is a pretty sharp fall, you know, with a lot of hours behind it. And it doesn't seem to be having any type of decent bounce here. So let's see what happens in these next few fibs on the channel fib. And then if we look here, we're at that 3.82 dead cat bounce level. It's turned from resistance to support, it looks like, at the moment. If that breaks down, which it looks like it's trying to, if that happens, it breaks that, then there's a good chance we definitely test the bottom of the channel, and then most likely break down with the descending triangle that we have. We may not get that 75 like we thought may happen. I'll go back to that on the MAs for Bitcoin. We were looking here at this 128-day moving average, which I thought may be our next stop for Bitcoin. But, you know, today at 6 o'clock, you know, in about 6 hours, we close the daily. And we'll jump to our 9 candle, I believe, as long as we don't close below the start of the 4th candle back. So here. So we'll see. But that's kind of what I see happening. So let's just keep an eye on it. We'll see. We did get back underneath that 50-day moving average. I'd like to see us close under that today. So 6 hours, I'd like to see us close under that. And that will help me feel a lot better about us falling down back to the baseline and, you know, most likely breaking through there. So let's see. Back to, let's see here. I was going to show you guys something else again here. This is the 6-hour chart on the BB. Again, there's that candle I like looking at. I like having one full candle close outside of the BB, and that can really be a decent short signal. Wait a candle or two, and then short. And that's kind of an idea there for you guys. For your toolbox, throw it in there. Usually a nice clean candle outside of the BB will indicate that we're about to fall. Here you had a candle fall out and fell right back down to the bottom. You know, you can look up over here when we got to the 85 area. I don't know if I consider that closing out, but that one did. Waited a couple candles, and obviously we started to fall. So just keep that in mind. Same thing here. Came up, not much of a fall there, but it is a decent indicator. Again, throw it in your toolbox, use it. You guys will like it. Let's see here. Again, we're back on the daily chart. These are all the oscillators. Again, still kind of hanging out towards that oversold area, not quite, or overbought area, not quite there yet. Again, the RSI the same, not quite overbought, but it's it's close. It's getting there. We'll see what happens. The stock is definitely overbought, and we should see some type of, you know, fall off there. So we'll see how fast it moves compared to the RSI. If we go to the 12-hour, you know, we did hit that oversold mark big time, and it kind of popped back on the TSI. RSI didn't quite get there, but again, it got close enough. We still have a lot of room to fall on this on the Stotch. So we'll see. Your squeeze momentum's turning. It's dying off. So we'll see what happens there. Let's look at the 4-hour. 4 hours, Stotch is saying that we should see a little bit of up movement, but the RSI still says down. We're getting close to the oversold area on the 4-hour. On the 1 hour, we're obviously definitely oversold, or we were oversold, and we came back. But this is kind of where it kind of gets me at, because if you look at it, yeah, we're oversold, or we were oversold, but if you look back at the chart, we're not going anywhere on this little bounce in this little bounce in the TSI, and even in the RSI, we haven't gone very far. I mean, there's a good chance we could see some of this, you know, up and oversold for a while here on the RSI on the 1 hour. There's still a lot of room to fall back down, so keep that in mind. CMF is down, which means there's no money coming in, so nothing's going anywhere. So keep that in mind. The squeeze momentum is done on the 1 hour, so maybe short term, the next few hours we may see a little bit of a movement up, but I still feel that as you get to the 6 and the 12-hour charts, there's still room to fall throughout the day, all the way to the daily, where we still have plenty of room to fall. So the MACD is the only one that's really bullish to me right now on the daily. So, you know, again, we've talked about it before. I'll say it again. I still feel that the MACD, you know, it seems to work really good in a bear market or in a bull market. And it's been accurate for me over time. But I've noticed just recently, the last few weeks or so, and I talked about this in our crypto fund chat earlier today, or not today, yesterday, is that it's just really worthless lately. It's not one of the most accurate indicators out there. It's honestly a part of the toolbox, but I don't use it much. So just wanted to let you guys know, I mean, every time I see it cross over, I mean, I'm feeling good. When it crossed here, it did give us a few good days of bounce. But there's just no, like I said, there's just no power behind it. So let's check out the shorts. So the shorts are actually under the longs now on BitMEX. Isn't that nuts? So that's awesome. The short squeeze, it worked. I mean, let's just put it that way. The short squeeze did its job. It worked. It's coming down. Let's see if we'll probably hang out here even now for a little bit. We'll just have to watch it and see. But that's good. That really helps us get the squeeze out of our mind that, you know, squeeze is done. So that's awesome. Now let's see here. The moving averages. I mean, I've got pretty much every moving average you can think of going on here on the daily. And we've basically, we can close down here anyway, close to get that 9 candle to start. We basically broke back down through every moving average there is. The main one that I'm worried about is the 7-day. And we're basically right at the 7-day. So if we can get under that, that'd be nice. Also the 50-day, which is up here, which we just broke down through. So watch that. But we'll see. We need to close this count up beneath all of these, obviously, for that to be validated. If we look at the 4-hour chart, we're bouncing off that 200. Okay, we broke through it. Come back down. Now we're sitting on it. But once we get back past the 2-hour on the 4-hour, there's a lot of weight here. And some of these hold no weight. But, you know, I just like to have them there so you can see that, you know, it is going to be kind of a tough little go around here. It's not just going to fall unless it falls right through them all right away, which it can definitely do very easily. But really, if you think about it, we care about our 50. We don't care too much about that one. We don't care too much about these. So if you look at it that way, these are the 3 that are important. And this one's the biggest, the 200. We get back under that. It would show a good clean rejection here at the 200 MA, and we'll go from there, most likely falling off. So again, if you look at the volume, it's still steadily decreasing throughout this entire move up. So, you know, just keep that in mind. There's clearly we're not getting volume, we're losing volume. So just to keep that in mind. Again, looks like for the BTC chart here, I don't know if you guys have noticed it or not. I've been doing a lot of my messing around with my fibs again. I didn't use them for a while, and I've been using them a lot now lately. For some reason, the charts just seem to be adding up with them. If you look here, I mean, you can see how accurate they are, or how accurate it's been. We'll see if it stays that way, but see this in between here? Perfect. I mean, these are almost perfect runs in between here. I mean, you've got a few fake outs, but they're coming to perfect line marks. Everything's pretty accurate here, so that's why I'm watching it. When you see a fall like we're having here, there's just no backup weight to it. This looks like it's painting a bear flag to me. Just a small little bear flag symmetrical triangle and a falls bearish, so let's see what happens. But I'm guessing we're going to go ahead and break down and at least test 200 MA on the 1 hour, and then we'll probably break through there and head on down. So keep that in mind. Ether, again, I'm watching it. Keep an eye on this. This is like a great short opportunity here, possibly. Could be a good long opportunity too, so that's why we need to watch it and confirm a breakdown at this level. We break 273.46. Let's go ahead and short the perpetual. that seems like a decent idea, or not a bad idea anyway. So let's keep that in mind as well. The BB, again, something to watch here on the 6 hour for Bitcoin. It closed on it, closed under it, and can't get back above it. Let's see if it crashes. Here's your stop and reverse points. It went right through that stop, but it was a long stop. Same thing here. This is a long reverse point now. I think we can break through there and maybe push the BB down a little bit. This is on the 6 hour. The 1 hour is kind of already down here. We may have had, like I said, again, this is another one of those situations where we closed out of it. Now, I'm thinking that this could be the possibility where we wrote it down a bit, and maybe we continue to, kind of like we did here, you know, continue it up and follow it, continue it down and follow it some more. But we may see again, like we've been talking about, that short-term rally back to that line, 69.35 area, and then just keep going, falling. So keep an eye on it. Like we said, the past few days, I mean, we all kind of seen this coming. I mean, I've been telling you guys for days now that this is going to happen. So just keep watching it, and we'll see if it keeps happening. Go back to EOS, see where we're at with that. We just opened a position there. So now EOS is again at that position where it's at the stop points. Let's see if that stop point rejects it back down to 82, and then maybe farther down. I think EOS has a good fall that can happen with it, so we'll see what happens. Again, here there never was a candle that closed out. Same thing here. So, but there was one here, and it popped up again, so kind of ruins your theory on that one, but just think about it. So we're sitting here on EOS, we're right at the bias line. Let's see if we can get through there. I don't have any moving averages on this chart. Let's add one real quick and see what we... $100. Alright, we're under that one. Let's see here, 50. Oops, 950. Well, what's going on here? For some reason, I'm not getting a 50 here. What's going on? There we go. So we're coming back to that 50-day moving average as well. So let's keep an eye on that. Sorry guys, I just want to make my charts a little bit more visible. I'm trying to do that on everything here. So let's look at the sequential on this as well. On EOS, again, same thing that happened with BTC. We finished the hour, anyway, it finished the hourly on a down 9. Came down. We just finished the 9 up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are always no trade zone candles. 3 through 6, I don't touch. But now we're going 1 again. That's, you know, and that's kind of where this fall is going to happen out. Let's break through that 50-day, and then it's on. So, on the 1 hour anyway. If you look at the 12-hour, we're on that 8 candle up, following the BB up with a good close outside. Okay, so that's nice. This is, remember guys, we're talking EOS here. So that's a good fall. It's a good indicator saying, you know, 6,700 area is about what I said. 66. It's about where we're going. So just watch it. If we go to the 4 hour, we didn't get a candle close out, but we did get an 8. And really, it should have been a 9. Or was that a 9? Oh, what? Why didn't we get an 8? It closed above the 4th candle back. It didn't close above. It's going up. Okay. So yeah, we got that. Came down, closed above opening. Yep, that's right. So got a price flip at the 8, but there you go. I mean, it's still close enough. Top of the BB, sitting right on top of the 200 MA. So let's see what happens. Six-hour chart again. EOS, cat a candle, close up and out. 9 candle happened a little early for me, but that's okay. I still think it's coming down. Ether, let's double check some things here. Again, Ether had that 9 candle. Man, that was a good short earlier. I should have shorted it last night when we talked about it, but we didn't. But again, I still feel Ether's down towards the bottom of that channel it's in, so we'll see what happens here. There's a good chance it breaks down, and then we'll go from there. So, let's see here. Oh, no. So anyway, here we're back on the 1 hour for XBT, and again we're still falling around here. Let's just need to see what's going to happen here. That reverse point's coming down with the BB bias. It's where we got rejected out on the way back. So let's see what happens here. I think we still have a lot of room to fall, so let's keep that up there. Give me just a second here. For some reason I lost. There we go. So I'll open it up for any questions, anything along those lines. Anybody have any questions? Go ahead and ask away, and I'll answer them for you. I don't see any questions coming up. It's kind of quiet today. So let me see here. Again, the shorts are still falling, so remember that's happening kind of all at the same time here. Oh, this is the Ether chart. It's really looking like it's going to fall. Like it's really looking like it's going to fall. So keep an eye on Ether. I've got a feeling it's going to dump. Yeah, I mean, there it goes. It's going. Ether may be a good short, guys. What's the oscillator saying on Ether? Oh yeah, on the daily. Oh, well, that's Bitcoin. I want Ether. Okay. So yeah, Ether's oversold, but the stock's just super overbought. So we'll see what happens here. I mean, it's kind of neutral. I don't know. Ether's just not looking good. We talked about it yesterday. It's just does not look like it's not looking like a very good buy. I think it could be an outstanding short though. I tried to short it at, what was it, 280, 290 yesterday. I wanted to short it, and when we were up here at this MA, we should have shorted it, man. It fell off a cliff just like BTC did, or like BTC started to do anyway. So, alright guys, well, I don't see any more questions coming in on the chat or anything along those lines, so I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a day. Again, watch Ether. Ether wants to die. I may short Ether. Just keep an eye on it. If it breaks down through that channel like we are, there's a good chance it starts the rest of its downtrend, so just keep an eye on it. But anyway, guys, alright, well, I'm out of here for the day. I will be back tomorrow. Alright, no, today's Thursday. So yeah, we will be back tomorrow, and we will finish up the week on a good note. Other than that, we will be back again Monday through Friday. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Push the like button, and we will see you. We'll see you tomorrow. See you guys later.